Welcome to the AnimeCons TV feedback episode for May 2014. This is where we go through once a month, go see our mailbag, and look at what anybody sent us for either comments, feedback, or questions. I'm Doug Wilder, and we've got quite a bit to go through this month, so let's dive right in. Our first one is an email. Dear Elizabeth, Doug, Sketch, and Shiva. Hey, you forgot Patrick. Ohio and from Kaman Karonji. I'm writing you to thank you for all the tips in cosplay making, like the tip about bias tape and the con reports that you have made on your podcast and put on the Zune marketplace. And yes, I have a Zune, which makes me feel awkward due to everyone having an iPod nowadays. Hey man, don't worry about it. We're just glad you're watching the podcast. I so want to go to Anime Boston after all the con reports you did on it and how everyone on your podcast said how awesome it was. Too bad I cannot afford the $200 air flight. Well, anytime you see a convention you want to go to, we always say start budgeting well in advance. Anime Boston's one we always go to, but it's also in the backyard for a lot of us, so it's a shorter trip, but start saving as soon as you can. We always have a good time at Anime Boston. Anyway, I am currently saving up to go to a new convention in Kentucky called KenTokyoCon. It's an interesting name. I heard it's going to be awesome, and of course I really do like to go to first and second year cons and see how they grow. Always cool to check out first year cons and give them support, especially give them feedback if they have a feedback session, so they know ways that they can improve. And here in Ohio, I have a con report. You must check out Anime Punch, the Armageddon. Trust me on this, I've been going to this con year after year since their start in 2005, and they don't disappoint. It's based on a college level, so it's quite different from other cons. Basically, the educational panels for anime is set so you can actually learn something more than just the basics, and their entertainment panels will leave you excited for the next one, and it is very entertaining. It is definitely something to check out. Well, we always try and look for new suggestions for different conventions to go to. This was definitely one that sounds worth checking out. It's really cool to see that academic programming at conventions is starting to become more of a focus, because I think a lot of people realize that they want to get meatier subjects for their convention and things like that. So it's really cool to hear that this one is doing it well. We definitely have a couple friends who like to not only go to these types of panels but run them too, so it's also a good place to suggest them if they're looking for new ones to add to their travel schedule. Finally, he adds, and one last thing, Sketch, is there any way you and me can be Facebook friends? Cough, I think you're awesome, cough. If not, it's okay, thought I'd ask. And there will be more voicemail from me. My cell service is getting too crappy for that. Dang you, Boost Mobile. So I'm going to stick to emails from now on. Sincerely, come on, Karan. Well, Sketch, it sounds like you got a friend. Well, I'll leave that up to him. I know his wife is a bit of a strict gatekeeper, but I think she might let you guys can hang out on the Facebooks. Alrighty, next up, we got some great Twitter comments coming in. Rose Riku said she was cuddling her kitten and watching one of our episodes with a smiley face, so hey, cool with that. And then Arsenet actually says, thank you so much. They'll take all our panel advice to heart. His first panel's a month away, and he really appreciates everything we said, which we're glad to hear, glad we could help out. And finally on Twitter, William Schmoo sent us a video that says he got movie phone caught in the act. Uh-oh, there's a video link.
Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. 1 second. I need to make a phone call. This will be real quick. Takes a minute.
I didn't need to know that Movie Phone Guy dances when he calls us. Let's just move on. We actually got a tip from someone that saw us on our YouTube channel. It said, if you're using PowerPoint, do not have more than one sentence per slide. This will be my 5th year doing panels, but I've spent a good chunk of my professional career making presentation designs for a large corporation. The less text, the better. People get easily distracted by text behind you and will end up reading that instead of you. It brings down their engagement. Leave your slides as a visual backup and let your voice give the information. This is actually a really good tip. Less is definitely more when it comes to words on a PowerPoint slide when you're giving a presentation. This was a great tip, and this was from Ito, I-T-O. So thanks for that. I think that's a great way to sum it up. And alright, now let's take a look at the anime conventions that are coming up through July 2014 as found on AnimeCons.com. Alright, so coming up on AnimeCons TV, Patrick heads down to the San Jose Convention Center for a convention, but probably not the one you're thinking of. And lots more in the works, so keep an eye out for that once again. You can always help us and build our subscriber numbers by going to iTunes, which is itunes.animecons.tv, on YouTube at youtube.com/animeconspodcast, or just watch our site at animecons.tv. You can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/animeconstv, Facebook, which is facebook.com/animeconstv, animeconstv.tumblr.com, and google.com/+animecons. As always, we want to hear your voice. Leave us a voicemail. That number is 762-ADEQUATE. That's 762-233-7828. Call us and let us know what cosplay you're working on and where you'll be wearing it. Send us photos of it. We want to see what you're making for the summer con season. You can also send us an email at podcast@animecons.tv. And send, once again, we want to see more pictures from conventions that you're going to, so send those along. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Right.
Punch you.
Best interview ever.
Yeah. Between two fists.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for entering me. Sorry for rambling there.
Oh, that's fine.
Should we do a dance?
Yeah.